Look how sad Gavin looks in that picture. Oh, wait. Oh, God. Wait. No, I didn't see the headline before I said that. No, I didn't know what the headline was.
There's a reason why you look sad.
Now recording.
Go to our before we start this, go to our YouTube, go to our Rooster Teeth short. I don't know, this short had like 100 views, like it came out last year in March. It barely got any views, and all of a sudden there was just like an uptick in views. And then the reason I found out Rooster Teeth was back was because of this short, because people were commenting, well, guess what? They're back. So
are we watching the short?
Yeah, sure. Have I ever talked about like the day I thought Rooster Teeth died? Remember during COVID, right? George Floyd, the whole thing going on. Rooster Teeth was getting a lot of shit from the women in the Rooster Teeth team who were getting harassed in the comments. And the girls are like, you don't get it. You don't get what it's like to be hated on the internet like this and to be harassed. And Gavin's on the panel. Gavin was almost killed by a fan who went to his house to murder him. It was the most least self-aware thing I've ever seen from Rooster Teeth. That happened, and then Ryan Haywood happened, and then it was like done. Goodbye, Rooster Teeth.
Go to the comments, because there was a comment.
Yeah, there's like a lot of comments. It's the third button. It died when Ray left. All right, you gonna read some, Mitch? You want us to look through the comments?
Oh, they had women from the OG office. That's just sexist. Did they? Like how? What do you class as OG?
So two of them,
like 2005.
Barb and Ashley.
No.
Barb and Ashley.
That's not OG. OG's around 2003, 2005. Okay. They had no women.
That was the original.
I wasn't
four
being
owners.
sexist. Yes. And then there was no women. That's not sexist. It's a fact.
It peaked. It peaked when Barb and Ashley were both there. That's
okay, it peaked, but that's not OG.
I consider that OG. I don't know.
No, it's not OG.
No.
Oh,
okay.
No,
so you don't consider like Michael, Ryan, all those guys OG. You consider them like
Michael?
Just like,
no. Wait. You're talking about that guy that yells at
an episode of Rooster Teeth or whatever.
No, anyone that came in like after, like Gavin's not OG in my book.
Yeah, so
that's
Burnie,
that's how long I was watching Rooster Teeth for. Was well before Gavin joined. Gavin was just some guy in the forums.
List the OG members then, Mitch. Goddamn, Jeff, Burnie,
Burnie. I can't remember their fucking names. They voiced all the Red vs. Blue characters. That's it. Gus.
Joel.
Gus Sorolla. Joel who voices Caboose.
So there you go. That's the four.
Yeah, the guy who voiced Sarge. I can't remember his name. But was his name Matt?
I have any fucking clue what they're talking about.
And just because I can't list their names off the top of my head doesn't make me wrong.
I was just trying to fucking get the chat into what you're talking about because you keep talking about OG members and people are like, what are you trying to say?
Well, the chat's retarded. The chat's retarded. They don't know what OG means.
You're not explaining what you're talking about. You're not explaining what you mean.
It should be obvious that when I say OG, that I'm talking about the founding members.
Yeah, but
Bob and Gavin are not founding members.
Rooster Teeth are.
What we're arguing about, right, is original versus who's original, who's not, and not a lot of people know that the cast of Rooster Teeth that watch us.
And then it changed so much that by the end of it, it was like there was Jeff. That was it.
No,
everyone else was gone.
You guys are such.
No, Gus was still there.
You're
was he?
Literally having an argument, right?
Or was he doing their taxes or something? Because he wasn't. I don't remember him. Oh,
no,
maybe
he was doing like D&D stuff and like other like talk shows.
I'm gonna be honest. I stopped watching when that Meg joined.
Meg
Which
Turney?
Meg Turney? The one who almost died?
Oh, did she almost die?
Yeah,
that's the one. That's the one Gavin was with, right?
Yeah. Well, I stopped watching before she almost died, so it doesn't count.
I started watching. I knew about Beavers. Just shut up. Just shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. So let me talk. Let us talk. Let's freak out.
I'm just saying. I imagine that this is how people feel when they hear people talk about the MCU or something like that. I'm just watching nerds fight about their favorite characters.
So. We started I started watching in 2014. I knew.
Whoa! No, okay, well, all right. Sorry, I'll let you talk, but I'm gonna fucking rip this person in the chat a new one in a minute.
I knew what Red versus Blue was back in like 2007, 2006, 2005, I think. But I really started watching them when they were doing Let's Play with Achievement Hunter. That's when I really got into them. And like 2014, right before Ray left.
Yep.
Yeah. Mitch isn't a true fan, really. I started around the same time as Matt. I think it was beginning of 2005. I think it was
Do you have a red versus blue tattoo though, Mitch?
No, but I had a poster signed by Burnie Burns and a picture with him. I got a picture with him.
Oh, that's nice.
Were you guys groomed by Ryan Haywood? I don't think so.
No.
Okay. No.
I wasn't attractive enough.
Okay. But I have a meta symbol tattoo. That's how dedicated I was to red versus blue.
You absolute retard. What happens then when they groom somebody?
They would never do that. And if they did,
don't say that about anybody. Anybody is capable of anything.
They never would. And if they did, I will sweep for them.
They did. Ryan Haywood.
Did they?
Ryan Haywood. He groomed. He started boinking. I think some underage girls.
Yeah, but not one of the good ones. Right?
A lot of people thought Ryan was one of the good ones. A lot of people liked Ryan. I thought he was funny.
Yeah.
Ryan was the
which one did Ryan voice?
Ryan's the one who sounded like Seth Rogen. There was two guys that sounded similar, Ryan and Jack. Jack was I hate Jack, but Ryan was funny. He was just like the crazy guy who just said crazy things. Turns out he was doing a lot.
He just said crazy things. It turns out he was also doing crazy things, like fucking the kids. Yeah, we didn't know.
That's Ryan.
By
the way,
they've all got a look. They've all got just a look on their face, like where it's like, "Don't leave me with your children." Get that off the fucking screen.
How do you hate Meg Turney?
How do you miss those teeth?
How old is Meg Turney now? She's got to be pushing 40, right?
Yeah. She looks like a grandma now.
I probably believe Jesus Christ. I thought I was so many.
This is what happens with all of them.
You hit the floor.
Look how sad Gavin looks in that picture. Oh wait. Oh god. Wait. No, I didn't see the headline before I said that. No, I didn't know what the headline was.
There's a reason why you look sad.
I thought it was just it's a picture of Gavin and Meg. Meg is smiling though, which is weird. And then Gav looks sad. I'm like, oh, look how sad he is in that relationship. But it's about.
I wish I could find that timestamp of what I was talking about in the short.
Oh,
but
I can't put this on screen.
Yeah, but the self-awareness they lacked in that episode where they're like, yeah, you guys just don't understand what it's like for women getting hate on the internet. We get a lot of comments, and then you have Jeff that starts crying because he's like, you guys are right. You guys are right. Like, I know they say horrible things about me, but I know that I can ignore them. You don't. And then you have just Gavin just sitting there nodding his head, and he's just like, in the back of my mind, I'm like, he almost died. A guy went to his house to kill him and his wife. Like what are we doing here? Like, what do we do? What is this? And I think at that point I was just like, they've kind of fallen off a cliff. This is the beginning of the end. It's over. And it got too corporate. People stopped watching because it just was like every other YouTube channel where like a corporation you have a brand, right, that has came from nothing and grew a channel, and they have this this momentum where they thrive for about 8 to 10 years, right? But then it starts to peter off. They sell to a corporation, they make a lot of money, and the corporation just takes all the innards out, and it just becomes like this emotionless, factory of videos. It just has no substance whatsoever. So I knew it was going to end as eventually, and it did. But now I'm hearing, Core, that Burnie's back. He's brought the brand back.
That's a new site, right? That's not the old one.
It is the old one.
I'm not sure.
That's the old site. Oh.
This is the second building, not the first building.
Yeah. Because he did say that he didn't get like physical assets, so I thought that I also included the site.
You definitely got this site back.
Guys?
Hey?
Why are the lights off? I'm back from getting milk. What the hell happened?
During the podcast where he goes into more detail.
Go with the theme song. Hey! We're recording the podcast! Shut up!
Well, good morning to you, wherever you are, because it is
Morning Somewhere!
42525.
Oh my god, I hate this. It's like you know when you woke up in the morning and you heard the morning radio station, he was like super excited, and you're like, Jesus fucking Christ, shut the fuck up and play the stupid song.
I've been up since 3 a.m. so I can start the show at 6.
But she's number one in your heart. It's Ashley Burns. Say hi to Ashley, everybody.
I appreciate that, but I will take him.
I like how he hired her only to marry her.
How long has she been in? How long has she been in the group?
What? Probably 2012, right?
That was probably
Yeah, she was an OG. She was doing like the news reporter or whatever, and then he married her.
Oh, Ashley Jenkins. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Yeah. All right. Okay.
Employee number 2. One
Oh,
sounds like
that's
an awful lot
Ashley
of pressure.
Burns. I get it.
Yeah.
A lot of pressure to be number one, Ashley. So when I say we, I mean the people on this podcast. It's me and Ashley. So please, on behalf of us, I'm asking, don't go to our former coworkers and friends and ask them, are you going back? Are you going back? Are you going back?
Oops.
If you listen to this podcast, know we've had a lot of
I definitely made it a whoopsie too. Oh well.
I just want to know if Jeff was coming back, bro.
guests from Rooster Teeth. They have talked about how difficult it is to be out on their own, to be starting entrepreneurial efforts, having independent production companies. So please don't go bother them. That's all we ask today. If you could do one favor for us today, it's please don't go bother them. We would appreciate it.
Right. They're doing absolutely great. And let's keep them doing great. Well, look, we are a current events podcast, and it's not every day that we get to be the current event with our own press release. So
I don't think we're current event.
Is that what we're doing now?
I don't think we're doing current events.
Oh, you guys don't want to talk about Gaza?
Okay.
Reading just quickly from the blurb here, it says, 9 months ago, Rooster Teeth announced it would shut its doors after 21 years of creating content. Today, the Rooster Teeth brand and much of its remaining assets have been acquired by founder Burnie Burns and his independent company, Box Canyon Productions.
Big properties like Ruby, that's already gone off to Viz. So none of those shows are
good.
Part of
Let them
this,
keep Ruby.
Nor
Jesus,
are any of the shows that were.
No, they should have fucking brought Achievement Hunter with them. Fuck.
They can literally just make something else. Like, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, let's be fair. Ruby stopped being good when the sort of like draw of it was Monty, and then Monty died.
Yeah, Monty died, and then the show kept going. And it's like, why are you guys doing that?
Weird. And it was let's be clear, fucking awful. It just made no sense at all, and the entire fan base coped about it. I'm sorry.
It was just about a bunch of gamers who wanted to make an anime, and there was only one talented guy, and he died.
Yeah, and he died. And he was the writer. He was the sole writer, wasn't he?
I think he was the writer. I think he was the animator. I think
it was Monty's
like everything.
project.
It was all him.
Yeah.
He died, and they're like, "Oh, that's okay. It's bigger than him. We can continue on without him."
They wanted to continue it because it was Monty's thing. They cared about Monty. Like, I get that, but it's like,
so finish it in another season. Just end the storyline if you want.
It really needed to end.
Like, he kept going for 10 years.
It was a really big deal when it started. That's the thing, because it was like the first independent 3D animated like anime that was like that was meant to be doing full production.
They were doing a lot. They were doing like back in like 2017. They had Ruby. They had movies. They were putting out literal movies. Like they became their own like huge budget studio, and then it died.
Well, they were milking the fan base. That's what you have to think of it, right? It's not just the fact that it sucked for fans who probably cared about the company more. They were just like, and we can make a lot of money off of this, So
yeah, but this is what they need to do. I think what they need to do now, right, is just get Jeff, get Gus, get the original guys, and maybe get like Gavin or someone. Get about 4 of them. Get some streaming cameras. Sit down in front of a game play some games, and bullshit. That's all they need to do. That's all they need to do.
Yeah. You don't need the big warehouse and all the fucking office.
Get a fucking apartment, you know, like just get like a
get the Rooster Teeth house. Fuck the warehouse and office. Get the house, the Rooster Teeth house, and then just put cameras everywhere. That's it.
Yeah, and then like every now and then it's like, hey guys, it's Michael. Hey guys, look, it's Ray. You know, hey guys, it's Ryan.
And in the living room needs to
kidding.
be a rooster. It's just a live rooster walking around.
Yeah,
with no teeth.
Given to the creators when the company shut down in 2024. Our focus in this acquisition was the Rooster Teeth channels, meaning the website, the YouTube channel, all the social media accounts, and then all the shows they're in. And there'll be a list of them. Ashley and I have talked about the best way to cover all of this. And first of all,
people are in the chat saying, pause real quick. Someone said Monty died because of a cat. I thought he died because he had surgery.
Yeah, I thought it was during surgery.
Yeah, the medication like killed him. Like he had an allergic reaction to medication.
Yeah. Maybe the cat was the reason he went into surgery, but it was the surgery that killed him.
Yeah.
It was he just had a reaction to the anesthetic.
Yeah.
Like what's her name? Rivers. What's her name?
Joan Rivers?
Yeah, Joan Rivers.
To all of our patrons and everyone who has supported this podcast, because you're making this podcast a success, is what enabled us to be able to do this. You literally created this opportunity for us.
Who the fuck cares? All these people are doing is they've bought an IP to just milk nostalgia out of a bunch of fucking old people.
Because it's the return. It's like this huge.
It's the return. It's gonna be like a bunch of 30. It's gonna be a bunch of 30-year-old people that are gonna tune in to watch like one episode. Right?
30 years old, that's a bit
optimistic.
optimistic.
You know what I mean?
I think if they do what we were saying, if they're just playing video games and fucking around, I think they'll be fine.
Yep.
Dad, you said you were gonna take me to my sports practice. Put the phone down.
I was just gonna say though, it's really weird or funny because fucking Burnie definitely, I think he got paid. Like he got paid before they went over to Warner or Discovery.
Yeah,
it's really funny,
right?
Yeah. Well, they all did collectively.
Yeah, they all sold their shares.
And he, it's like I sold it on the high and I bought it on the low. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's Vince McMahon. He pulled a Vince McMahon. Like that's what Vince defeated his enemy in WCW and then bought it back for super cheap. Like that's, you know.
Okay. Do we think?
I love how that was a big bang. I scream, "Ah, fuck!" and you guys are like, "Oh."
No one cared. No one.
Yeah, literally,
no one cared. That's my point.
Like the
if you're not dead, I don't care.
Even if you were, let's be honest. Like,
let's go. Podcast over.
Is that what we're waiting for? Mitch to die and then the podcast ends? Like,
let's pull the plug, baby.
We need to do like a one memorial stream and then that's it. Fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. Rooster Teeth being back is great. I'm really happy that they've rebought it, but I am worried that it's just going to be bad.
Well, let's be real. I am doing this because we got 11,000 views on a short about Rooster Teeth. Okay, like that's why I was like, let's do this clip. Like none of you guys pay attention to views, all right? I'm the one paying attention.
Well, I don't earn any money from the channel.
Oh.
Okay, but you got like 100,000 views on videos. So congratulations.
Are you turning this on me? Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
Well, if you're gonna do it that way, Becca, I mean, you know, we could flip this.
Also, don't you guys think that, like, I know I said okay, it's a cash grab or whatever, but don't you guys also think that what's gonna happen is, you know, the shock mouths and the math pits of the world are gonna tune into that first episode of them fucking around and playing video games, and you're gonna go, "Oh, I remember," and then you're gonna sit there and be like, I'm like 10 years older than I was when I was watching this. I really can't watch this.
I don't.
What the fuck am I thinking? What was I doing with my time? And if
I don't
that
think
isn't
the realization will come in.
Well, that's the other thing, right? If that isn't your fault, I think you need to do some critical thinking as to why you're the exact same person you were 15 or 10 or whatever years ago.
It's Oh god, it's coming. It's basically 20 years since I found Rooster Teeth. Oh god. Oh god. No, I found them.
Yeah.
I found them because a guy brought the Red vs. Blue episodes to school.
I found it the same way.
On a DVD and was passing it around.
Same, Mitch. Literally
Really?
same. Yeah.
Oh god.
2005 DVD at school. They were like, check this out. You play Halo, blah blah blah. Yeah, like that's how.
So Zoomers are probably thinking, "What the fuck is a DVD?"
So I
what we're saying.
So the first time I ever saw anything. Go on, Beavis.
Oh, I was just gonna say, are we saying that Rooster Teeth is older than Keem's girlfriend?
Yes.
Yeah. Like the first time I ever saw anything out of Rooster Teeth was their Fear series. That's what I really liked. I was like,
"Oh, is that the one where they're like those ghost hunters or something?"
Yeah, they're like,
yeah, I remember that one.
Literally made in game with Fear, and
I still remember some dialogue from.
It's
that
like there's like 4 episodes, and it's like one of the characters gets like taken by this ghost, and it's like, help me, it's eating my arm. He needs his arm. It's just like, and it was like, it was the absurdity of it, because I'd never seen anything like this on the internet, because it was like so early. I was like I'm a fucking kid, and it was like this absurdity of like these 4 like special forces guys just being like, I'm not going in there. There's a ghost in there. Aren't we here to fight ghosts? Yeah, but like I didn't think they were real. Like
that's where I learned the phrase "Miller time."
They had like so many good like fucking machinima style series. They were so good.
I just think this is the equivalent of like when you see a bunch of old people talking about back in my day.
Talking about the old country.
That is literally what this is.
Fucking Beavers is like a perpetual party pooper. Oh, you got a balloon pop? Like, what the fuck, dude? Come on.
You guys are all old, and you're talking about old stuff. You old people. Let's talk about fun stuff like the Kanye tweets and Tipster and Bullblacks being trans. Is that what you want, Beavers?
I want none of that. I want none of that. I am just pointing
still
out.
Plays Overwatch.
I am just pointing out what is happening. All right, and if you guys get angry at me for that, so be it.
Yeah.
All right.
I gotta fucking.
The voice of reason.
I've got another cringy Rooster Teeth story from back in the day that I'll tell, and you'll be like, Mitch, why are you telling this story? But this is my role, is to be the punching bag, and I recognize my role, and here we go. When I was 17, I still remember the line that I thought was the funniest fucking line in this episode in season 5. He's like on hold, listening to all the options, and she's like, press 1 for this, press 2 for that, and she's like, if you don't like it, like press 11, and then Church he just screams, there is no 11, you fucking whore. I was showing this. Yeah, exactly. See, it's funny. But I was showing this. I was 17, and I was showing this to a girl that I liked, and she was like, "This is not funny." And from then, I was completely turned off from her. And I was like, "Nah, she's not the one. She doesn't find that funny."
If she can't find Rooster Teeth funny, I can't date her. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I did the meme of, look, this is the internet stuff I like. She's like, what the fuck is this? Why are we in your bedroom? You're showing me this shit. I was a virgin for a long time. Can someone else please talk before I stop?
Why did you say that?
None of you are talking. None of you were talking. Keep going.
You're in your so you were in your mid-20s and you were still a virgin?
No, I was 17, I said. Fucking listen. Turn on your ears.
You're fucking tripping, man. Bitches love Red versus Blue.
Not the ones I brought. Not in Newcastle, they didn't. Newcastle, they didn't know what the internet was. I was like the second person on MySpace in Newcastle. I'm not exaggerating.
Where is everybody?
Wow, I'm going to log in here. I'm going to make so many friends. Finally, we can talk about our interest in a safe space. Logs on. It's just him and one other guy.
No, it was a girl. He didn't like me.
Wait, hold on. Can you guys just look at what Mitch posted in the group chat?
Yeah.
Oh wow! You
Am I
look
allowed-
at you like you look
Am I
like a
allowed-
little twink, bro.
What
Am
the
I allowed to
fuck
show this?
happened to you?
Am I allowed
What
to show this?
happened to you?
Can we show
What
this?
happened? Yeah. This is for Simp Man saying I'm not a true fucking fan. Eat my dick.
How old
Eat
is
my
it?
fucking dick.
How old? Yeah. What the fuck? Well, you're wearing a. What the fuck is this?
This is 2012, all right? It was the style at the time.
No, it
like a
wasn't.
little
Okay.
It was never.
No, it wasn't. No,
Yes,
it was not.
It was in
never-
Sydney.
Well, the
Bro,
second.
how badly were you abused that you look like you do now? What the fuck happened?
Look at the second one.
I mean, it's been.
He's got a
14
satchel.
years?
Why the fuck?
Shit, I didn't see the satchel. I still wear satchels though.
This is so gay, Mitch.
I love how
This is-
I love how his words were. It was the fashion, and yet I have yet to see anybody else wearing a vest.
Also, the hand is like that because I'm mid-movement. It wasn't resting like that. I was moving. My hand was moving upward. I was not resting it like a gay person.
I didn't realize you like it. You know, you say you're 5'3", but then I like see like you with next to Gavin. I'm like, yeah, holy shit, you're a hobbit, dude. You look like a hobbit. You literally look like a hobbit.
You look.
You
You
look like
look.
you're about to take the ring to Mount Doom.
You look like you look a lot happier back then too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you look like
yeah,
you've got
yeah.
so much hope in your eyes. You look like
Well,
your whole
also-
life's ahead of you.
Oh yeah, because none of the
Has
bad
anybody-
shit had happened yet.
Has anybody noticed? Has anybody noticed that because Mitch is so short, his hair actually adds a significant amount to his height? He's gaining like an extra 2 inches
Yeah.
just in hair.
Uh,
Oh, look at that little puff hand.
It was mid-movement. I was mid-movement. I was talking to Burnie, and I can't remember what it was said. Was this after second dinner, Mitchell? This was during the day.
You know what you
What do you
look
mean?
like? You look like a weird like cross between who's that Asian guy on YouTube that does like all those robot things? Like he builds all those robots.
I don't know.
You look like that guy.
oh,
crossed
Michael
with
Reeves.
Augie. Yeah, he looks like Michael Reeves crossed with Augie RFC. Yeah, it's pretty accurate.
Yeah, don't get married, guys, because you get old and fat.
Wait, are you?
And-
So wait, you wore V-necks back then too? What the fuck?
I still do when I can.
Oh,
The
only
V-neck-
My chest is
the
hairier
V-neck
now.
vest combo.
the only
Just hairier
reason
now.
the only reason you wear a V-neck is if you're Italian and you're like, I want to show off my chest hair and my golden unicorn necklace. What the fuck are you trying to do?
Wow.
You
Well,
know what
the
it kind of
girlfriend at
looks
the time
like?
was Italian.
This is gonna be kind of mean. All right, I'm sorry.
It's not going to stop you.
It kind of looks like you're like white trash that normally wears a wife beater, and you were gonna go out, but you felt like you needed to still wear a vest of some kind.
Were you married at this point, or was this before?
No, the future wife was taking that picture that day. We'd been together for like
Aw.
a month.
Oh,
It was
so
very
you were
early.
you were in
It was
the
very early days, which is why I look so happy.
No,
You're in the
2012
lovey
was like
phase.
a
Wow, this is
2012
gonna
was a
turn
good
out
year.
great.
Yeah, everything's looking up here from now.
Mitch,
she's
you ever-
definitely
Mitch,
wait,
do you
wait.
ever have moments? You ever have moments, Mitch, where you're like, "Fuck, dude, 2012 was like 13 years ago."
Yes,
Do you ever have moments like that where you're like, 2012 felt like yesterday? Like, what's going on?
Yeah. yes, I feel that about 2008, which is nearly 20 years ago.
I had a moment. What did I have? I was like, all right. So this happened in I was thinking about an event that happened in 2012, right? And that happened 13 years ago. If the event if 2012 was now, that means 13 years ago was like 1999. You know what I mean? Like to me, 1999 to 2012 felt like a way longer time than 2012 to 2025. You know what I mean?
Yo, I do that. I do that math all the time.
Yeah,
I do that
it
math
fucks
all
with
the
your
time.
head. Younger people are gonna be listening like this guy's retarded, and then older people are gonna be like, he does exactly what I do. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I just kind of live in the moment.
What the fuck is Shrek doing there? What?
I see
No,
it.
no.
I do see
No.
it.
We look nothing alike. We look nothing alike. What are you talking about? How can you compare me to Shrek in that picture when I'm not even fat in that picture? I'm not even fat in the picture. You can't do that to me. You can't do that to me. You can't compare me to Shrek at the time when I wasn't fat.
Wait, go back to Shrek.
Go back to Shrek.
Yeah, the best. It's the best. Mitch. It's the best.
I don't know where that vest is now.
Do Australians to you ever look like a different race? Like they look like
Yes.
elves sometimes. They just look like they look like a totally different species of people.
I think that's Mitch.
I don't know. I see that a lot in I see that a lot in Australians. They just look like different people. They're white, but they look like different versions of white people.
There's
They're like bright
for that, Matthew.
Yeah, probably. Raped
The
a
vest
lot
would
of
not
the-
fit now.
There's some really
at all.
bad stuff that happened, man. really, really bad stuff.
Yeah.
All
right, so do we want
like a Smurf?
So anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, I was a true Rooster Teeth fan. All right, I waited ages.
Did you
to
go?
see
Is
it.
that the only year you went?
Because
they do one in Australia
that
every year, right?
They did.
Well,
They
no,
did.
that was down in. They did it down in Melbourne, which I didn't get to go to, and then I think they did it in Sydney, but the wife was giving birth around that time, so it was like no.
Sorry, honey, gotta go. I gotta meet Jeff Ramsey, honey.
Yeah,
you
no.
take care of yourself.
No, and by that stage, I'd kind of fallen out of Rooster Teeth.
A true
was like
fan
2017.
would have made her give him birth at the convention. All right, you are not a true fan.
Actually, I think that was in Melbourne too. But I just remember talking to her about it. Yeah, I think they were all in Melbourne, and I'm not traveling all the way to Melbourne just to see Rooster Teeth.
I like
Yeah.
Jeff is one of my favorite because like during like Achievement Hunter and all that stuff, when he was miserable, like when he was getting a divorce with the chainsaw lady because he was married to a girl who carved wood with chainsaw, he'd like come on podcasts. He's like, "Yeah, I'm absolutely fucking miserable, guys." It's like that's he was one of my favorites because he was just always like honest.
Yeah,
I like the fact that their characters on RVB seem to actually like relate to them as people, like in a real way.
Fuck off.
Jesus. Yeah.
Corey, you're not finding these on your own. Someone's sending them to you.
No, the people in the chat are saying it, and I'm like, all right, let's look it up.
Fuck off.
I was gonna ask if Eva is watching, and Liana, you can actually probably comment on this too. Was this a popular look, or is this just like what Mitch convinced himself?
This was the popular look, okay? They're not from Sydney. They don't count.
He does
Although-
look like the Keebler elf, bro. You do look like the Keebler elf. Pull that one up.
Wait, what? Oh, the other
Keebler
one?
elf. Yeah, the Keebler elf.
See? Liana confirmed it was the style at the time.
It was a style. It was a style at the time just to wear a random vest in 2012.
Hey, I'm just gonna wear a shirt and put a vest on top. I also don't think
Fucking-
anywhere else in the world that hairstyle was popular.
Fucking gay Han Solo over here. Jeez.
Oh, kill me!
Sorry, Leia. I fuck dudes. That's what like. That's what.
Oh, fuck off.
Oh, we're hearing people.
Welcome to the magical world of Keebler.
Sorry. Yeah, that's where I got the Smurf from. I think
Yeah.
that's more accurate, actually.
Oi, mate. You want some cookies? People that are they're gonna be watching this clip to listen about Rooster Teeth are gonna be really fucking annoyed that we're just talking about how Mitch looked in 2012.
We got some donos real quick. Alpha Russ with the 2. Was this second dinner, Mitch, or after? I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I already read that one. No,
And then Brian Isaacs.
it was
He looks
lunchtime.
like the Keebler out. Okay.
All right, let's listen to the rest of that
Really
morning
deep
radio.
V-neck. That's a really fucking deep V-neck.
Dude, that was the style in 2012. I'll back Mitch up on that. In 2012,
Thank
V-necks were in. I will back you up on the V-neck. The vest, you're on your own.
I think what happened in that image is Mitch bought a shirt, but he needed to buy from the kids section, but they didn't have V-necks, so he bought the men's small, and that's how
fuck
it
off!
on him.
Fuck off!
You're about to like cry, bro. Are you okay?
I'm fine. It's just I
You
thought
know,
it was so cool. I thought
You know what is amazing?
here's the thing. Here's the thing. The way I'm dressed there, that was me dressing up. That was me doing my best. You should have seen me when I wasn't trying. I thought that was so cool.
What is great in my head, I don't know if chat can do this, but I can do this. If you think of that image of Mitch that we just saw, then I don't know if we've ever shown it, but there's a photo of Mitch when he's going for an interview, right?
Yes, we have.
Okay, there's that photo. And then you have the photo of Mitch on his stream where he ended up getting the tattoo, right? That is my timeline of Mitch, and it is beautiful.
Everything's happy, like things are looking up. Then I'm going for a job interview. Then didn't get the job, and then I'm gonna
The wettest Willie with the 5 says, "Bro out here wearing his Boy Scouts vest, but didn't earn a damn merit badge." Bro, fucking, he's giving you a proverbial wet Willie right now.
I think it would have looked better if you just didn't wear a shirt and you just wore the vest. Then I'd be like, oh, I see what he's going for.
I wish I did that too, to be honest, because that was before the beer belly, and I actually had abs.
Oh no,
I wish we had a record of that.
You didn't have abs.
I wish I had a record of that.
All right.
Also, by the way, just real quick, do you still have the picture of Mitch up? Cool.
I can bring it up.
All right, and then that image that I DM'd you.
Yeah,
I think
I
think it's perfect.
Wait, can you DM it back to me because I was making something? You might.
All right, there's that. Okay, that's our Mitchy boy.
Oh wow,
that is like,
yeah.
Okay, but this is like
1997.
Yeah, but it's like
oh my god, who was that?
Advertisement, right? It's like
Who
this
was
is
that?
what your Big Mac will look like, and then
I
you
think
open the box.
I think I figured it out, right? I think I figured this out, why that was in style. Is Australia like 15 years behind America in style? Because that's
Something
like
like
1995 style. It's 1995.
I don't know if it's Australia. I think it's just me.
Because like yeah, that's not 2012, pal.
Yeah.
That's John Stamos? Oh, hell yeah.
It's the V-neck, bro. I don't know
I'll
why
take
you
John
wore
Stamos.
V-neck.
The V-neck was in style.
Yeah, but I don't think that the vest and the V-neck were ever in style together. I think Mitch
Yeah, I
just
don't think
saw
so
a
either.
bunch of shit and he was like, well, V-neck's in style and vest. Oh, dear God.
Where did my life go wrong?
What do they call it? What do they call it when like the twink dies and becomes
Twink
like
death.
an old man? Twink, yeah, total twink death right here.
If you read other contexts, it's like, wow, I still have complete control of my bowels. You go to the next one. I
No,
have one
not for dear life.
Actually,
Please nobody
the
will never
photo,
know.
the one on the left, actually is about 6 months after the bowel incident.
I like how the one in the middle you look like you're in your 40s, and the one on the right you look like you're late 20s. What the fuck?
You held on to your twink for a while because you're what, in your mid to late 20s, and the one on the left, right? Mid 20s.
Yeah, I'm like 24 there. 24.
Yeah.
What does the second one look like? An evolution of Paul Blart.
Because I was literally going for the Paul Blart job that day. Bro looks like Aladdin after Jasmine divorces him and took half his rupees, the flying carpet, and a boo with her.
All right, are we finishing the segment or?
Yeah, no, we're
good?
done. We're done with the
This
Rooster Teeth. We're done.
This is what happens to you when you come back on the internet. He was doing so well.
Yeah.